Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 2v2 on Thar. Between the red team in the upper left, it is Br0mania in the Black Ops Helix and Apple738 in the APB Striker. And their opponents, the green team in the bottom right, it is Zaneti in the Black Ops Bomber and Jesuis94 in the Apache Helix. All very skilled players. Definitely some of the best players that are currently active right now. Thar, one of the, used to be one of my favorite maps. The more that meta develops, the more that the game has undergone changes, the sadder Thar has gotten. The more you realize that the paths on Thar are just so... they don't really work with you. You do have to do a lot of follow move. I mean, I guess it's better than before when we didn't have any way to specifically move units to parts of the map that weren't an outpost or a path to an outpost. So I guess it's a little bit better in that sense, ever since, I guess, V-pathing and follow move existed. But Thar definitely still has its problems. Whoa, looks like Zaneti gonna go for the early outpost attack here. I'm not really sure what the idea is here because, I mean, I would imagine he's very aware that the two players that he's playing are very good. And to try to go for, I mean, this wasn't even a cheese here. This outpost starts heavily guarded as neutral, and he just got way overextended just there. And yeah, just did not really make much of it. Not that he even could, honestly. The one Longhorn's going to die pretty quick. So at this point, both teams are going to go for the island. It looks like Apple's a little bit further ahead. Does grab the 4 creeps. All 4 creeps do survive. But this is a lot of tanks over here for the green team, along with the Gaddy. The Gaddies are going to clean house with those sergeants. Apple getting double teamed. Focus fired and finished off in the air over there. It does look like red team is going to lose this outpost with no mech presence over here and basically everything gone. So the green team taking over this corner. So I would definitely put them ahead at this point. It is going to be way easier for them to defend this outpost. Just a couple creeps being dropped by Br0mania. Red team has grabbed both of their outposts on their side. Does look like we have a butcher drop by Apple, but not going to be able to take it with the infantry that he brought because it's only... Oh no! 4 butchers! I thought you could only carry 3 butchers like brutes. But you can carry 4 even at level 4 apparently. So there you go. We're gonna have... Oh god, when did this happen? Sam drops, Zaneti taking it, and Br0mania low on health. Br0mania getting finished off, trying to retreat his units there. I don't think he was able to drop... Okay, he was able to drop that Longhorn, never mind. But green team has lost this post, so we have quite an unevenly split Thar map here. Zaneti with the pressure over here. Man, I was completely distracted by Apple on the other side. Apple gonna bring back more sergeants. It did get neutralized, and actually Apple has lost the right side. So green team comfortably ahead in this Thar contest. It looks like the red team has a lot of ground to make up for, trying to get neutralization with the sergeants. Green team going for the last outpost. This might be a slaughter right now, but Jesuis getting caught in the act by Br0mania and will be forced to retreat. Sergeants in tow, but Zaneti comfortably fighting off. The green team over here has enough defenses that the green team really can't do much at this point. It is 21-38, so the green team has a humongous lead in upkeep at 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 46 in the game. So yeah, let's see what the green team decides to do at this point. Red team now just kind of defending it for it a little bit. Now going to go for the last unclaimed outpost. Oh no, mid is actually not even touched yet with the amount of drops that the green team went for. And actually, you know, what you would think is the green team's outposts are pretty undefended. A couple butchers getting dropped to take care of those tanks, but Apple is here to defend, so the sergeants are probably gonna fight off those Longhorn. Oh, let me pause it real quick because I completely forgot that I turned all this off trying to get a good screenshot for my last game. So there we go. We are all good. Now we have all the health bars visible. I apologize for that. But green team actually fighting off pretty well here. I would say that the red team is most likely to win this fight as of right now, considering their unit presence. But the green team doing a great job, seeing as they were behind in approaching this post. Red team started with a lot more units. Lots of butcher drops for the green team. An Apple actually getting a kill on Jesuis. When did that happen? Did not see that. But Zaneti going to be over here. I mean, and as a bomber, we'll be able to handle, you know, a decent amount of units at once. These T-99 need to be killed because without that, no one can hold this outpost for very long. Infantry spam by Br0mania, yes, but Apple, oh man, almost getting finished off there. Pretty low on health, but does level up. Red team looks like they're going to be able to hold for now. Enough distracting units on the ground to keep the T-99s from neutralizing. Jesuis again getting finished off by Apple in that chase. So the green team actually losing a lot of credits in the form of units and mech spawn and time, honestly. I mean, credits and time are not exactly linked, but, you know, when your mech is not on the field, that is more there's more advantage that the opponent can take, and therefore you probably lose some units. And so therefore the lack of time you can spend on the field will result in losing credits, I guess you can think of it that way. A little bit of an infantry sergeant drop here, but Apple reacting to it very quickly. At Striker with Afterburners, I think is the fastest in the game. I'm pretty sure they outspeed Neo. So, stupid strong, honestly. Red team has been able to secure this. 52-37 though, so the red team is still fairly behind. Br0mania with a few butcher drops, but zaneti as a bomber, gonna be the perfect mech to defend against this. Br0mania might get finished off here. No! Oh no, he did get killed! Whoa, dude! That focus, that zaneti. Wow, just didn't give up on it. Just as, you know, tried to see if he could actually get the finish after the Br0mania hit his post. And I guess that might have been due to some kind of lag. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I'm specking right now, so I don't know if that really makes sense. But, zaneti trying to get a SAM neutralization over there. Br0mania trying to get the finish on zaneti in his retreat. But, yeah, the green team's still pretty far ahead. Jesuis trying to get something, and these are just Seekers over here, so the Sergeants will actually get kills. Br0mania coming back to respond to this. zaneti coming back with Butchers. I think this is a little bit of an overcommitment by Green Team. They're losing a lot of units and not getting a net, you know, trade-off, a positive trade-off here. They already have an income advantage, like a strong income advantage. So honestly, the longer they drag the game out, zaneti getting focused there by the red team, the longer they drag the game out, the better for them, because they can amass a larger army because of the higher overall upkeep. They can amass an army faster because of the higher income. And it's a little bit surprising no one has even started to go for mid. No one put down shooters or buckies or anything like that. Yeah, it's just creeps or whatever. And now the red team just kind of flying around to see what might be defended, what might be undefended. Br0mania gonna go with, okay, just creeps over here. Gonna try to cheese the right side, but that's super defended also. So it's probably not gonna, you know, result in anything very substantial. Does get caught in the act by Br0mania. Will he be finished off? Nope. So now, okay, now each outpost is fairly well defended. I mean, this is defended enough for being that far behind enemy lines. Island is defended, this is defended, and that is defended. So we are at the point where no one can really do any quick snipes of outposts. As we see shooters getting placed down, hoi hoi hoi. But, okay, a couple of gangsters getting dropped over here. Actually set on hold position to kill the infantry first. May or may not have been a good choice, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why they didn't put them on the high ground either as well. I guess they wanted to hit the corners, but even then. Now Jesuis gonna get a reposition. No, just gonna retreat. Bring the gangster back. Gangsters are quite expensive. I forget exactly how much they cost. I think they're comparable to tanks. I don't think they're as expensive, but they're very comparable. Goalie's already out on the field as zaneti is level 7. Actually, Apple is a higher level 8 because of all the mech kills that he's gotten, I think. Oh, and... oh, zaneti. Okay, I thought zaneti was going to get killed there. But Jesuis fighting here for the middle outpost. Mid will go right back down to neutral. And each team is desperately fighting to take the last outpost that has not yet been secured. So yeah, I guess that was the logical choice to go for mid after each outpost has been basically established as defended and will be held. The green team does look like they have been able to come out on top. So what will the red team do here? They only have 2 out of the 6 outposts on the... oh wait, 7 outposts on the map. 5-2, which is pretty insane. I mean, they definitely have to... okay, so I mean, yeah, it's either start a like an artillery line and try to win that, which would be very hard with less income and less upkeep, or just try to do something sneaky. or what? Capitalize on a mistake of the green team obviously would be the best choice for them, but it's not like they can force a mistake to be made, not necessarily. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they can try to do something. Wow, such a great positioning for the defense. Corner defending with flackers, bunkered infantry, socketed generator already. That's really great. That's yeah. Great positioning by the green team. Have a couple of strong units up here, just in case the red team pushes. Br0mania with full energy guardians, trying to look around to see any weak points in the green team's defenses. Spots a flacker he can snipe, but in the meantime, it does look like Jesuis is dropping another sergeant drop, but actually going for the whoppers, not for the fort damage. And will the sergeant actually? No, Apple does snatch that in time, but zaneti sees all the stacked creeps and bombs them to death. Wow. That was devastating for the red team. I mean, oh, okay, now the green team is pushing out. Are they pushing out for this outpost over here? This is a smidge light. It is a lot of goalies, though. So that might... is it a lot? It's 4 goalies. Okay, and 2 gangsters. Oh, God, the heavy mines are going down. zaneti actually bombing them will disarm them for a short amount of time. Very, like a split second. But they're not in the right position. Okay, so 2 have mine. The rest will arm before the goalies get there, I believe. And 1 going off. Second one going off. Another one going off. Devastation over here. Lots of Goliaths getting killed. Jesuis getting killed in a retreat. But will the Goliaths... A lot of the Goliaths have survived. Will they be able to get this neutralization? zaneti dropping more tanks and flackers. Apple really low on health. Br0mania following zaneti, but not going to be able to get the kill. Will these Goliaths be able to get this neutralization? There's a lot of sergeants still left in the post. zaneti dropping even more SAMs, retreating Goliath. Jesuis back to the fight with gangsters. Gangsters can neutralize extremely quickly. But red team has been able to hold. Wow. Lots of units being killed by that red team defense. But both mechs, I mean literally all 4 mechs, concentrating on that one spot. But in AirMech, the defenders definitely have the advantage. And Apple and Br0mania took full advantage of that. Kudos to zaneti and Jesuis for actually deciding to push out there. Definitely not a classic, typical AirMech move to be the aggressor like that when you have the advantage. So definitely want to point that out. They did not need to do that. They definitely did not need to do that. They could have sat on their advantage. They could have massed up more goalies, but they decided to take that risk so they could, get the quicker finish. It did not pan out for them. Could it have? I think so. They might have been able to execute that a little bit better. But when you're trying to do it quick and you want to do it in a way that will catch the enemy off guard and don't allow them to have time to prepare, probably their only choice to have done it that way, or with that haste. zaneti retreating the missile marker, but 2 gangster drops going to be chipping away over here by Jesuis on the red team fort health, killing 1 whopper already, upkeep capping the red team. Another marker getting placed down here by zaneti, but Apple with the repositioning not really going to lose anything. Maybe the sergeant over here, and even Apple already takes care of that. That might not be enough distance. Okay, 1 sergeant does get killed, but whatever. That's very minimal, especially compared to the cost of a missile marker. But again, the red team has been extremely behind in regards to income, so a lot of the units that the green team is expending are really expendable rather than, anything on the red team. Anything that the red team loses is a huge loss in comparison. Basically due to their inability to replenish their army at the same rate as the green team. So we do have just a whopper harassed by Apple, getting caught by both enemy mechs. Gonna fly around to see if there's anything else he can snipe. Doesn't really look like there's anything that's poorly positioned. So, okay, now Br0mania putting a couple heavy mines in defense, not wanting to risk that same exact push again, but zaneti again spotting stacked creeps. I'm not really sure what this is gonna accomplish. I guess a little bit of fort damage or something. Kind of a strange choice there. I just want to watch the nuke. Boom. I guess. There's no point in that. But another marker going down by zaneti over there on the top outpost. I mean, I guess it won't kill the goalie, and zaneti actually, makes it back to his post. Does Jesuis, okay, following Br0mania there, but not gonna get anything. Not gonna get a kill. marker that will not fire yet. Where is the silo? You usually expect it to be at the fort. Okay, it's way back here with a bunch of creeps and butchers defending it. So that is to be expected. Jesuis repositioning over here because the red team has repositioned all their units. But I don't think the silo has rearmed yet. Okay, there you go. The missile has rearmed. And it is getting fired. But, again, the red team responding quickly enough. Zaneti trying to reposition it. Did actually pick it up in a split second before the missile hit, but it didn't really matter. I guess that is the syncing of the server there with the player input. So it's 74 to 93. Neither team is really at upkeep cap, and now Apple going to be dropping a silo of his own. Going to try to, I mean, there's a lot of potential targets over here. So the green team definitely has to watch out because there's a lot of opportunity for the red team to land and connect with nukes. Actually, lots of death around. I'm missing a lot of it, but I don't think any of it is that relevant right now because we are kind of at a stalemate-ish point. Okay, we had a little bit of a goalie leapfrog over here by the green team. Where is that? Oh, over here. Oh, the silo got killed. Both. Oh no, not both though. There were 2 silos. Oh boy, there were 2 silos. So we still have a marker from the red team sitting over here, and this actually might, that'll probably work. The green team is completely distracted over here with a Devastator on the field and Goliaths, but all these units are going to be killed. Boom! Completely demolished, except for the outpost. And now we do have a marker repositioning. Jesuis retreating the Devastator for some reason, but they need to. Are the butchers going to be able to do it? Are the butchers going to be able to do it? They probably will because I don't think this is armed yet. So we will see the missile marker getting finished off. Br0mania was probably about to. Did the missile fire? Oh, it fired for the green team. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't see the particle effects. So anyway, missed that firing. But okay, this butcher going to be able to kill that marker. Most likely. Man, everyone's using nukes nowadays. Zaneti getting finished off. The Devastator. Oh, is that a second Devastator? Yes, it is. So now we're heading toward Devastators for the green team. It looks like, I would imagine they're going to start trying to mass them up a little bit more because Devastators are extremely difficult to stop due to their health density. I mean, neither of these players on the green side are an Osprey, though, so that is a big thing. I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish. I mean, I guess it'll kill the one Whopper and do a tiny bit of fort damage. Sure, man. Okay, there you go. And this has also been handled by the red team. So many missed nukes, it's pretty hilarious. But anyway, it does look like we have 2 Devastators over here for the green team. A third one out on the field. Is the one that was moved? Okay, the one that was there was moved up here. But they definitely want to have some healing units. Because Devastators, a lot of people overestimate what their Devastators can do. And they just leave them out there because you kind of assume that they are never going to die. But this one's at half health. I mean, the gist is, yeah, the Devastators have so much health that I don't really have to worry about them dying. As long as I eventually bring them back to heal, he'll be fine. But a lot of the times that mentality results in the Devastator never being maintained. One tank getting killed. That was a strange drop there by Jesuis, but it worked. It doesn't really matter. Again, they have so much more income and upkeep cap. It's 110 max versus 74, which is why you see so many Whoppers on the field by the red team. Where did those Devastators go? I guess they're just sitting back here still. But yeah, a couple healing units with Devastators surrounding or in front would be pretty massive and very difficult for the red team to stop. Because the Devastators basically become shields. And, you know, Helix has a crazy range, just do tons of damage. Even the grenades are decent as long as you have enough, you know, enough targets on the other side of the grenades. Apple actually might be able to get this. No, does get killed. The sergeants do get killed. Jesuis with a Devastator to respond. I feel like that's a slight, that's slightly unnecessary. But yeah, all these markers probably aren't really going to accomplish much, especially if you're putting them right in the red team's face. They're going to be able to respond to them appropriately. So I would think that it's probably a better choice to just convert. I mean, obviously the Devastators are going to work, but they just need to make enough of them to, you know, get the finish, to put enough pressure onto the red team to just start mowing down their defenses. And actually, Zaneti getting killed in that. Oh no, that was Br0mania. No, that was Zaneti. That was Zaneti getting killed in the retreat. Looking at the freaking readout here, it's getting a little confusing. Yeah, but there's so many Devastators. I don't know what the red team could do. And honestly, the green team doesn't need to pull them back until the very last second. Honestly, I mean, it's a little bit dangerous because the red team is so close to their fort, and they're both mechs are there. So if you get followed by both mechs, you're dead. You're basically dead, even though it's a short ferry distance. But still, I mean, you have again the income difference. You can even afford to lose the Devastator. I know that sounds ridiculous, but look at the advantage that the green team has right now. I'm a little surprised that the red team hasn't tried to do any more drops. Hasn't tried to do a coordinated like outpost neutralization. But it's funny, the green team also spamming Whoppers low on upkeep cap. Have a good amount of extra sockets, I think. Oh no, actually just those two at the island and one over here. But as long as they continue to do these Devastator drops, they should be okay. Yeah, I mean, right now the red team should just go all in and push out because they have like 20%, 15% of their health left. And the green team is knocking at their door with the strongest unit at the in the game times 4 or whatever, however many they had, and it's just a matter of a few drops to get to, you know, for the green team to seal this game. Okay, there you go. Apple now moving out, moving to the bottom. Yeah, obviously the green team's not going to see this. So Zaneti's now moving over here, and another nuke getting thrown down pointlessly for the most part. But Apple's moving out. Apple's moving out. This is gonna crush this green team right here. When they see it, it will be too late. They need to go for the finish right now, because they're gonna lose this outpost, and then the green team's gonna have the red team knocking at their door. Jesuis coming back with the Devastator, but there is so much over here for Apple, for the red team. Br0mania is still defending over here, not coming to support, which I get, but that outpost has been neutralized. Jesuis and Zaneti chasing Apple away. Apple getting finished off, but again, the red presence is humongous over here. The two Devastators are still going to be pretty hard to deal with. Br0mania with level 4 creeps, getting the finish with the missiles on Jesuis. And Apple's going to respawn at any moment now. Br0mania distracting with mech presence. Oh, but getting finished off by the Devastator. Devastators do so much damage to mechs. And Apple with the Sergeants. So the Sergeants are probably going to be able to take the outpost, but I don't know if they have anything in queue to support this. There's so many green units over here that it's going to be difficult for the red team to make anything happen. Apple trying to heal up, but gets finished off. Last-ditch effort, not going to work by the red team. I mean, it was a great effort, but I don't know. I'm not really sure if anything the red team could have done would have been able to make that a successful push, just considering the unit differential. Maybe a little bit of micro, probably better timing with the mech support, and maybe both mechs coming, I guess. I mean, that's like those are like all the key factors of like a great push. But we do have a surrender, and the red team finally concedes, admits defeat after losing all of their units from that top outpost. The red team taking this ranked, the green team, oh my gosh, taking this ranked 2v2 on Thar. Zaneti and Jesuis94. Oh, for some reason I got kicked out, but let's go back to But, okay, well, just leaving the game. But yes, Jesuis94 and Zanetti taking this game over Apple738 and Br0mania. That was a pretty awesome game. I commend Apple for recommending that to me, even though it was a loss. It's something to say about an AirMech player that acknowledges, that has the ability to acknowledge that a game was pretty cool, even if they lost it. There are very few people that have reached that level of integrity, honestly, in the past. So, appreciate the recommendation, Apple. I mean, obviously the game turned right at the beginning. Right at the beginning, it looked like it was going to be a steamroll because the green team was able to snatch outpost number 1. They were able to snatch the corner real quick, and then, the corner was first, and then outpost on the left, and then they were able to grab mid after all the outposts were secured, so they won that battle, and from there, the red team had nowhere to go. The red team didn't really have anywhere to go. So yeah. I don't really know what else they could have done, but I definitely appreciate their effort and near comeback at a couple moments. I guess maybe they should have tried to commit a little bit sooner. It does tend to be kind of hard, but Thar gives you a little bit more opportunity just due to its size. You can try to do a distract, especially in 2v2. In 1v1, obviously, less so. 1v1, Thar is probably not really a 1v1 map, but in 2v2, you can at least have one person maintaining a push and another person distracting, doing a fort drop, trying to attempt to cheese, dropping a nuke to force the enemy to react, something like that, while another, that's kind of the whole big key and difference between 1v1 and 2v2 gameplay. And I'd like to see that kind of thing happen a lot more in 2v2. So if anyone's watching this, please try to coordinate with your teammate. It can really, really result in awesome moves and very, very unique game flow, especially if you have that consistent teammate that you have a connection with, and that you have a what's the word I'm looking for, like a synergy with, that kind of thing. And yeah, dedicated teammates are pretty awesome. So I mean, I know we don't get a lot of that in AirMech. I know the player base has dwindled, but hopefully something will be done about that pretty soon. All right, guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.